Alright, first try. Wow. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to ESPN and welcome to some more Thursday Thunder here on ESPN. We've got the best of the best to ever do it here in the country. That's right. The Superstar League of Racing is back, and we are at none other than the famed Indianapolis Motor Speedway here, getting ready to kick things off for yet another exciting event. And let me double check, make sure I'm recording. Yep, I am. I'm good. Okay. I think I forgot to put the shiny stuff on the track, but it is what it is. We'll get to that later. Or maybe I didn't. Hold on. Sorry, I know that was loud. Yep, I forgot to put that shiny stuff. Oh, wait, my volume's at... I'm at full volume. Hold on, let me turn my computer down so I don't blow my eardrums out. Turn it back up. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I don't know why, but my when I turn the volume down, it also controls the camera for some reason. But we're here at the famed Indianapolis Motor Speedway, getting ready to kick things off for yet another event. This is gonna be a crazy one here. 18 laps, probably way longer than it should be, but we are psyched and we are ready for this one here. Got 16 of the best, or rather 15 of the best, and Chris Mack with a chip on his shoulder and something to prove, especially after whooping the field at Richmond. Never seen a dominant performance like that, but that just goes to show Chris Mack, they saw something in him. Papyrus Racing wasn't playing when they signed him, but we're getting ready to kick things off. The 8 of Sam Hornish Jr., a guy who knows this track all too well, is on the pole here today. The 4 of Ryan Newman starts to his outside. Another driver that knows this track, the Rocket Man. But a different type of car, knows more of something like this at this track. Then we got Kurt Busch and Kyle Busch, the Busch brothers, in row 2. Green flag is in the air. We are racing. Scott Dixon trying to move forward. Now this will be close to the way the package is set up. This will be pretty close to your Indy 500 style of racing that we'll see, and yeah, that we have seen. So this might suit Dixon a little better, but 3 wide already as we head down the back straightaway, and Kurt Busch is looking for the lead. Kyle Busch is dropping back. I believe he hopped in line there behind these guys. No, he's stuck in the middle of 3 wide. Still 3 wide. 3 contact with Dixon and Busch. Round goes Hornish, the pole sitter, around into the outside wall with young Kyle Busch. Busch's car seems to be killed. I don't see that much cosmetic damage, but he might have tore up the engine. Tony Stewart led to the caution flag. And he just edged out Kurt Busch there coming to the stripe. Y'all saw what happened there. Oh man, Kyle Busch's car worse than I thought. But we saw what happened. No need to look at the replay. Let's hop right back into it, shall we? Green flag back into the air. Quick cautions here. It's a big track. Kurt Busch with a good jump hops down in front of Tony Stewart. Here comes Stewart. Here comes Dixon behind with Rusty Wallace pushing him. Wallace gonna stay behind Dixon. We've only got about 2 distinct lines here as we head down the back straightaway. But now, down the back stretch, heading into turns 3 and 4. Into turn 3, Dixon going for the lead. And out of turn 4, Scott Dixon's gonna take it, but here comes Rusty Wallace. Kurt Busch hanging tough on the outside though as they go side by side down the front straightaway. Rusty Wallace pushing that 9 car down the front stretch. Further back they're going 3 wide. I believe that black car was Chris Mack pulling out of line. Yes it is. Mack on the inside. Oh, getting squeezed there. Let's get a camera back there on that. Gets back in line. Hear the tires screaming it as we're barely able to make it through these corners here. We're at the edge of our grip. Heading down the back straightaway, 200 miles an hour. Heading into turns number 3. And it'll be about 195 into turn 4. Chris Mack into the outside wall. He hit it pretty good back there. Scott Dixon, however, continues to lead here from Indianapolis. Kevin Harvick hops in line behind them. The 4 of Newman pushing him. As we head down the front straightaway into turn 1 once again. Oh, Wallace slides up. But Scott Sharp couldn't quite make the move. Now Sharp looking to the inside once again here off turn 2. Contact being made. They save it. Wallace snaking down the backstretch. Now here comes the 6 of Kevin Harvick. Harvick's there as well. The 4 of Ryan Newman is back here. How about the 1? Kurt Busch trying to hop back in line. Elio Castroneves in the number 12 machine trying to work his way back up. Heading into turn 1. Kevin Harvick on the inside, trying to take the spot. Newman goes low. Ryan Newman to the inside. They're side by side for P2 here as we head down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Here they go off turn 4. Castroneves with a move to the front, gets up inside the top 3, but still nobody has anything to say to Mr. Scott Dixon here, who continues to dominate from Indianapolis. These IndyCar and open wheel guys working their way to the front, trying to challenge Newman for second. But how about Mark Martin working his way up here as well? He had a terrible crash here a couple seasons ago in the MG Cup Series. Now coming back and trying to win against the best of the rest of the racing series out here, as well as his own home series, the MG Cup Series. Now Newman looking low with a push from Castroneves. Couldn't quite get there, or couldn't quite get it to stick rather. Checked everybody up. Newman now has Castroneves to his outside. Castroneves gets hung out to dry. Martin with the draft gets underneath Castroneves. Now looking underneath Newman. Mark Martin's got his nose in there. Here comes the 1 pushing that 3 car, and they're both going to take the spot. Kurt Busch now up to P3. Steve Kinser is now up into the mix. Heading down the backstretch once again. Into turns 3 and 4. Kinser now looking low on Martin. Martin went way up wide. Here comes Kevin Harvick. He thought about peeking his nose in there, backed off. The tires wearing out. These guys starting to have to lift a little bit in the corners. A couple cars further off the pace. Oh, Jimmy Johnson having an issue and off the pace. It's unfortunate for Johnson there. Go to the fan cam and look at this huge line of cars. The draft so important here. These guys trying to stay in it. Now one car pulls out further back, and it's Ryan Newman once again trying to work his way back up to the front. How about the 1 of Kurt Busch? He's got a run on Scott Dixon. Looking low on Dixon here. Side by side. Coming to the stripe. Dixon. Busch for the lead. Here comes Martin. Decided against it. And now got a little bit of separation further back as Harvick and Newman go side by side. Newman's going to get through. Stewart trying to follow through. And Harvick gets left out the drive. Freight train to the top. Scott Dixon's falling back. Here comes Kurt Busch with a push from Martin. Will Martin pull out? No, decides against it. Now he looks low. Can he get to the inside of Kurt Busch off turn number 4? Contact being made for the lead. Almost ended in disaster. How about the 10 of Kinser? Oh, sorry. Here comes Steve Kinser with a run. Trying to take advantage of these guys making contact up here and slowing each other down. Kinser's got a huge run heading into turn 1. So does Scott Dixon, though, as Dixon pulls up behind Kinser. Kinser looking to make a move on Martin. He gets to the inside of Mark. Side by side off turn number 2. Once again, these cars are absolutely flying around here, man. Down the back straightaway yet again. Martin, Kinser. Kinser's going to clear. Now looking to the inside of Kurt Busch. Bush is going to block. Here comes Dixon back underneath. Can he get under Kinzer? Kinzer going to shut the door on the 9. That was really tight, really close. Entering turn 3, or turn 4, excuse me. Now Dixon has a push from, is that the 4 of Newman? Yes, it is. And Scott Dixon gets underneath Steve Kinzer. Now Newman hops back up, trying to get a good arc into the corner. And the caution is out, as I believe Chris Mack had an issue back there, and he's out of the race. Green flag's back in the air. We came back a little late, but you didn't really miss much. Just the initial restart, and now, oh boy. Getting back up to speed. Bush, Dixon, going at it here. Steve Kinzer, Ryan Newman, and Elio Castroneves side by side. Castroneves checks up. That stacks the entire line of cars behind him up. Here comes the 11 looking to the inside. Scott Sharpen at 11 car looking low. Can he get there? He does. Now back up front. Scott Dixon, Kurt Busch. Dixon goes wide. Here comes Steve Kinzer underneath. Got that for the only dirt racer in the field of Steve Kinzer coming to the front of the field. Now here we go through turn 4. Kinzer underneath Kurt Busch as we come to the 2 laps to go mark. Ryan Newman back there looking to make something happen as well. Steve Kinzer, Kurt Busch side by side at the stripe. Kinzer barely led that lap, and now here comes Dixon looking underneath now. Dixon down low, gonna try to go back to the front. Does go to the lead. Ryan Newman flies through. He's going to take advantage of that as well. He gets all the way up to 2nd, and now he's got a shot to win this race. Rocket Man, Ryan Newman, living up to his name as he rockets to the front. Now here comes Kurt Busch with another run. Busch is right there. Can he get back underneath Newman? He gets to his bumper. Now peeks out of line. He's got his nose in there. Backs off the gas. Coming off of turn number 4. For the final time, we're going to see the, or second to final time, we're going to see the white flag in the air this time by one more time around for Scott Dixon. Dixon just needs to hold on for 4 more solid corners here, but he's a sitting duck with the draft. Mark Martin pushing Kurt Busch through the corner right on his bumper, tucked in right behind him. Here comes Ryan Newman with a run. Newman's going to get a shove from Busch as well. Kurt Busch, Ryan Newman, Mark Martin all lined up behind Scott Dixon as Martin pulls out of line. He's looking underneath Busch. Both cars had to check up. Now through 3 and 4 for the final time. Off of turn number 4, Ryan Newman looking. Can he get to the inside? No. Doesn't have anything for the absolute legend Scott Dixon, who is going to win the race here from Indianapolis. How about that for Scott Dixon, using that Indy knowledge to claim the checkered flag here at Indianapolis. Man, I'm surprised he was able to hold off Newman. Newman was all over his back bumper there, but he did it. Somehow, some way, he did it. Wow. That was a crazy one, folks. We're going to take a look at the point standings now as we head to the championship. Up next, the final race of the season, and that'll be at Homestead to kick off championship weekend for the MG Cup Series. And if this is popular enough, you know, we'll bring it back next season. So we already know we're bringing back the Indianapolis 500 and actually going to bring back a full open wheel car season. So be on the lookout for that in the 2009 season. But yeah, this will be wild. So I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe. Hope to see y'all next time. And until, well, I gotta look at points first. I'm tripping. Yeah, Elio Castroneves is your points leader. 6 points over both Scott Dixon and Kyle Busch, who are tied for second in points. Then there's Rusty Wallace, only 20 points back. Kevin Harvick's only 33 points back. Chris Mack, 43. Steve Kinzer, 49. Ryan Newman, Kurt Busch. I mean, all of these guys within range. They have a shot to steal the title, but as of right now, all eyes are on the top 5 here. But anything can happen in the final race of the season here at Homestead. It's going to be one to watch. So I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe. Hope to see y'all next time, and until then, peace.